Thanks for joining us on the John Mendola Show. We're driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers. Let's talk Athens football. Joining us is the head coach, Jack Young. Well, Jack, I know we've talked before, came up to see your facility and your team in the years past. Really do a nice job up there with Athens. You got a great event, which is coming up in July. I know you're real jacked up about this one. This is as good as it gets.
Oh, absolutely. Thanks, John. We are super excited to be hosting the LaDainian Tomlinson Preparatory Academy. And the event at Athens is going to be a 2-day event, July 11th and 12th. And, LaDainian has been real active since he's gotten out of football, and this is just an unbelievable opportunity to get information, football skills, as well as life skills from a future Hall of Famer.
And LaDainian Tomlinson in Athens, a 2-day event. You mentioned that, July 11th and 12th. You're not getting 2 hours out of this guy. You're getting 8 to 6 on a Friday and a Saturday. Boy, this is going to be a great event, and so much time spent with some quality people there at Athens.
Absolutely. There's going to be, we're hoping on a couple other former pro players, as well as some guys that LaDainian's, some coaches that LaDainian's worked through at the different levels he's competed, as well as some of his best friends that he's played with in college and the pros. And it's not just football, John. It's there's going to be some skill specific stuff football wise on the field, and then off the field there's going to be a recruiting piece. There's going to be an academic piece, and then there's going to be all kinds of stuff about competing in life, and that's what really excites me.
And the age range is perfect, it seems. You got grades 6 through 11 for this LaDainian Tomlinson Preparatory Academy. And so much focus, and not just on-field stuff, recruiting, academic, and really focuses in on some of those things that what kids need to do to be quality people on and off the field. And LaDainian Tomlinson has kind of handled that in both senses in his world.
Absolutely. One of the things I've gotten from LaDainian's camp so far is that, he hasn't been able to help during his playing career young athletes, and he really wants to touch base with those young athletes, especially those that are aspiring to compete at the collegiate level, and that's why they're given not only coaching instruction on the field, but improve their chances of earning athletic scholarships, and then being able to compete in life, compete academically. And a real big push for that from LaDainian and his group.
And, the character, education, performance, and, of course, looking for competition in life itself. And this academy is going to be, as you mentioned, one of those events where it's a 2-day thing. So you're going to hear a lot about that. It's not just, hey, let's catch 50 balls or let's go run the 40-yard dash 40 times. This is going to be a whole football experience. On the field, off the field stuff. This encompasses pretty much everything. There's probably no other camp that kind of is going to cover what he's going to cover and what you and everybody there at Athens are going to cover in a couple of days.
Yeah, I think that's something we're real excited about. And I know from my point of view, when this opportunity came, first of all, I've had some great opportunities in my life as far as the game of football has gone, and I've met some tremendous people and been able to work with just some amazing people. And I got introduced to this, and I thought, I've never had an opportunity to work with a Hall of Famer. And then some of the things he's preaching and some of the things that he really wants to touch base, and he has a recruiting piece through this academy that he stays in touch with these athletes, and hopefully he gets them to come back to camps year after year. And he's assisting some of these kids that have come to his camps in that recruiting process and trying to get them recognition and exposure.
And the cost is extremely reasonable when you look at 2 days from 8 to 6, $199 per player. But there is a group discount involved. And I know there's some teams here in northeastern Pennsylvania that are going to take the trek up Route 6 and head over to Athens. And there's going to be, I'm sure, a whole plethora of teams from your area, Jack, and beyond.
Yeah, that's what we're hoping for. This isn't just an Athens High School thing. This isn't just the Northern Tier League. We're trying to be District 4, District 2. We're trying to expand this up into New York State where we can maybe get some Syracuse, Binghamton, Elmira, even Rochester area kids to come down to this to just take part of this. We have, I know we have a group of young men coming from Lackawanna Trail. There's a group of young men coming from Tunkhannock. and I'm hoping we can just really expand on this. And again, appreciate the exposure. This is just a unique opportunity, and there are group discounts. If anybody could contact me at Athens High School, as well as they could go to the LT website, which is www.lt-academy.com. And any school that sends a number of 10 players, and that might even be different if you contact them, but they're given discounts. They want to give opportunities, and this camp involves 2 full days. LaDainian's going to be there both days. You're going to get fed a couple times each day. I think they give shorts and T-shirts to every kid that's at the camp. I'm super excited about this opportunity.
Sign me up. I'm ready to come up and get the camp going myself. That sounds very exciting. The ages, again, grades 6 through 11 for the LaDainian Tomlinson Preparatory Academy. Jack, as you said, you're super excited. People could still register if they want to. They could do it. Tell us about some of the places they could do it, how they contact you, whether it's the website or whether they have to make a phone call.
Yeah, absolutely. Anybody that would be interested that wants to maybe speak to me person to person could give me a call at Athens High School. That number's 570-888-7766, or it could be, more than easily email me at Athens High School. My email address is jackyoung@athensasd.org. And at the same time, the way you register for this camp is right online at www.lt-academy.com. Or you could also email them at info@lt-academy.com. So again, we're just trying to promote this, give an opportunity to kids. Right now the kids that we have registered, there's a good mix between the younger group, that junior high age, and then the majority of the numbers so far are a little bit older kids in like the 10th and 11th grade area. So we're super excited. We feel like we've got the facilities to host an event like this. And it's just something unique. It doesn't come across our doors every day.
Well, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, again, to meet LT, to meet Jack Young and the staff there at Athens. They really do a fine job and have a great program. Again, the Athens Wildcats. You could join the LT, and, of course, it's July 11th and 12th for the LaDainian Tomlinson Preparatory Academy. Check it out online, and we look forward to hearing more about this event and maybe hear from LT in the weeks to come, Coach.
Absolutely. LT is available, and we're trying to get as much recognition to this. And all you got to do is say his name, and I know people know what he's all about. And I've just been super impressed with his camp, with his people. LT's just a down to earth guy that wants to do really good.
July 11th and 12th, a 2-day camp, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. each day, the LaDainian Tomlinson Preparatory Academy. Jack Young, the head football coach at Athens, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, John. Greatly appreciated.
All right, check it out. Again, the LT Preparatory Academy here on the John Mendola Show, driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.